Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The U.S. lobster fishery is the most valuable single-species fishery in the Northeast. In Maine alone, it contributes more than $3.2 billion to the state's economy. It supports roughly 18,000 jobs and generates hundreds of millions in tax revenue. Lobster fishing is the backbone of many communities in my district. In some towns, close to 40% of residents can hold a commercial lobster license. Many of these towns could not survive without this fishery. It forms a tax base that pays for their schools, rural infrastructure, public safety, and more. Any threat to this industry is really a threat to the men and women who work on the water, but not only to them, but to the entire community that they are so vital to. This is why we need more time to make sure that any new measures we ask lobstermen to take will strike a very careful balance between protecting marine life and protecting the livelihoods of fishermen themselves. When Congress enacted this moratorium in 2023, we funded new efforts to gather information to help support a data-driven process to establish regulations that made sense for both fishermen and whales. Unfortunately, some of this work, including the work of the Atlantic Large Whale Take Reduction Team, has been slowed by issues within the federal government, including layoffs and government shutdowns. These circumstances have been beyond the control of Maine fishermen. Meanwhile, those charged with gathering the necessary data say that more time is needed. Maine's Department of Marine Resources, using congressionally appropriated funds, has monitored right whales and studied a potential overlap of the whales and fixed fishing gear. They wrote, "We are still gathering various types of data, and we anticipate that several of these data streams will not be able to be incorporated into decision support tools due to the compressed timeline for rulemaking. An extension of the pause would ensure that there's time to incorporate this information and that future rulemaking is based on the best available science." Simply put, my friends, Congress paid for this research. Why then would it not provide the time necessary to make the best use of it? Mr. Chairman, let me lay out a few simple facts. First, without the moratorium that Congress enacted in 2023, lobstering communities face the threat of fishery closures that would have devastated local economies and a centuries-old way of life. Congress enacted the pause out of recognition of that and out of a recognition that we have to get this right. Second, it's undeniable that more time is needed to complete the thoughtful, science-driven process that we need. Despite years of scrutiny, only a single entanglement of a North Atlantic right whale has ever been attributed to Maine waters. So there's no need for a false sense of urgency to rush a process that would be greatly benefited by having more time. Meanwhile, right whale births have exceeded deaths for 4 consecutive years, resulting in positive population growth. We take that as evidence that the regulations already in place and the measures that Maine lobstermen have already implemented are working. The Maine lobster fishery is really not asking for too much here. We're not asking for new funding, a new process, or any kind of new policy mandate. Simply more time to complete the process that this Congress started back in December of 2022. This legislation, H.R. 9436, will provide the additional years necessary to get the science right so that we can protect both. Before I complete my remarks, I want to have added into the record for this markup support for this bill from 7 different entities. We have the Maine Lobstermen's Association, the Maine Lobstering Union, we have the New England Fishermen's Stewardship Association, the Maine Lobster Advisory Council, the Maine Department of Marine Resources, the New Hampshire Commercial Fishermen's Association, and the Massachusetts Lobstermen's Association, all who have set in some very helpful, thoughtful remarks in support of this legislation. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Without objection,